Edge Ice Arena in Bensonville for the quarterfinals of the AHAI State Playoffs on the SHL Network. Good evening, everybody, and welcome into tonight's broadcast. Game 2 of this evening. Game 1 saw a thorough domination by Glenbrook South over St. Viator. One more team will punch their ticket to the Final Four, and that will happen either GBN or Loyola. Alongside me tonight, Taylor Rambled on color, Tyler Rocky down on the bench in between the glass, and the rest of our great SHL crew. Taylor, the last time these two teams saw each other, it was Loyola knocking GBN out of the SHL playoffs. Big revenge game here tonight for GBN.
Yeah, revenge game is right, and I've been looking forward to this one for weeks. As soon as we found out the matchup, these two teams have a lot of bad blood. It's going to be great.
Well, for more on this matchup, we're going to send it down to ice level where Tyler Rocky's standing by with GBN head coach Evan Polakidis.
All right, Coach, so this is the team that knocked you out of the SHL playoffs. You got a chance to return the favor now. What do you want to see out of your team that you didn't see out of them in those playoff games?
Well, I think we got to go to the net a little harder than we did in that. We had a lot of shots against them in that series, but we didn't get a lot of return for it. So, tonight we want to control the puck and get to the front of the net and make it difficult for them to see pucks.
It's one of those games where in these one-hitter tournaments, you may not have your best night and you can lose to a team that maybe you're better than. What do you want to see early on in the first 10 or so minutes?
Well, I think what you want to do is make sure you're playing your game, and our game is skating. If we don't skate hard, if we don't pressure their D, then we're not in our game. So, you know what? It's not getting off to a quick start. It's getting off to the right start for us.
How do you tell your kids to not let the moment get too big for them?
I think that's difficult to do. Getting that first game out of the way earlier in the week was good, and you know what? They know what's at stake here, and everyone's aware of it. You got to calm your nerves down by just playing your game.
All right, Coach. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Tyler Rocky, appreciate that report. You started to hear Evan Polakidis really allude to the key to this game, and it's really two contrasting styles. We talked about it before, but GBN looking to really skate, find open ice, get the puck in behind Loyola's defense, use their speed to their advantage. Meanwhile, the reason we saw Loyola upset this GBN team had everything to do with their physical play.
Physical play and defense is how Loyola was able to knock this GBN team out. GBN with an abundance of speed and top-end talent. I mean, this game truly can go either way. We've seen a few matchups last round and this round of the state tournament. We've been able to pick a couple days out. This one's going to be a battle.
We'll come back with Puck Drop in just a moment right here on your home for SHL Hockey YouTube Live. Welcome back to the Edge in Bensonville. These two teams just about ready to get going. A lot of history between these two teams. Obviously playing the same league, have met up in tournaments, have played 6 times this year. As you might imagine, it's been a dead draw at this point, 3-3. GBN won 3 of the first 4, but it was Loyola in games 2 and 3 of the SHL playoffs that knocked this GBN team out. But now it all comes down to this. State quarterfinals, a chance to advance to the Final Four. Of note here tonight, Jano Nikas, who's so good in that SHL final series, in net for Loyola. On the opposite side, second team All-SHL, All-State player Matt Carr has not been the goaltender for GBN here in the state playoffs.
Yeah, surprising nonetheless, but we've seen some great goaltending. We know both these teams are going to come to compete here this evening. We are off.
And we are underway. Loyola controls off the draw. Loyola in those gold jerseys, maroon trim, and just like that, a power play coming for GBN. 10 seconds in as Matt Dahlke got whacked on the wrists as he was trying to pressure the puck in behind the Loyola net. GBN right to the power play just 11 seconds into the game. Waiting who that's going to be. I think it was AJ Corneliuson. Somebody's got to head to the puck. Finally, it's Corneliuson. That does get the penalty. It's a huge early opportunity for the Spartans. Face-off draw, Andrew Rubin able to win it. Hardesty over to Eisenstark. Eisenstark shoots deflected down in front and can be taken away by Braun. He'll dump the puck in deep. We see Andrew Rubin back at full strength. Missed about a month and a half of the season from the Christmas break until Game 3 of the SHL playoffs. We saw him win a few draws, but certainly legs were a little stale. Hoping to have a better game here for Andrew Rubin as he's gotten his feet back underneath him. Hardesty waits for it back at the point. Instead, it's Dahlke along the near side boards, creating some space. He'll take a shot. Oh, one of the most prolific scorers in the state has a wicked wrist shot. We've seen him have some huge one-timers for goals on the season as well. One of the best offensive players in the state.
Yeah, no question about it. We've gotten to see him plenty, and he is an absolute weapon for these GBN Spartans. We talked about getting Rubin back. We got to see his first game back. A little bit shaky, you mentioned it. He's largely rounded into shape. A huge piece back for this GBN. They are clicking, and they are healthy.
Rubin tied up. GBN trying to find possession off the draw. Wilcox in to help. Dahlke draws that puck back, takes a shot, knocked down in front. Frieda tried to clear it, couldn't. Wilcox right on it. Spinning that puck around, Clark Johnson. And cleared all the way down. Billis has to steer that puck in behind Hardesty to reset. 1 minute to go on the power play for GBN. Rubin skates around Frieda. Dahlke can't get to that puck, cleared by Loyola. Rubin back to play it. Wants to play it across Eisenstark. Eisenstark hands to Rubin. Rubin just throws the puck in deep behind Jano Nikis. Mark Johnson to take the puck. Dahlke wins it away. Gets it back to the point. Eisenstark, cross ice Hardesty. Back to Eisenstark. He winds up, shoots, deflected in front, never got all the way through. Hardesty can't knock it down at the blue line. 20 seconds to go. GBN will try to get one more offensive rush here on the power play. Hardesty and Eisenstark have taken this entire power play on the back end thus far. Ovanian, Roy, and Andrews join them. And that'll be clear, and that'll be the end of the power play for GBN as Corneliuson comes back on the ice for Loyola. He heads right out into the play, back to 5-on-5 hockey we play. Ovanian with some space, gets turned off the puck. Falls back to Brian Cowan. Now Cole Music having some trouble now is Cowan. So Ovanian all over him. He'll be able to clear it up ice. Here's John Sullivan. We saw the physicality of Sullivan really disrupt this GBN team in those SHL playoffs, I should say. It was his physical tone that really changed Loyola's fortune there in Game 2. And then in Game 3, really enforced their will in winning that playoff series.
That was such an exciting series. I enjoyed broadcasting it. I know you did. And I'm just beyond ecstatic to get to watch these two teams go back at it tonight. Wonder who gets the last laugh of the season.
Now a big scrum in the near side circle. Only coming away with it is Loyola. Cerveri trapped against the boards. Joseph Walker giving support. Comes all the way back into the Loyola zone. Away with it comes Walker to Cerveri. He'll give McEwen. Gets the puck in behind Billis. Can't control it. Kim steps in front, trying to clear to Slovis. And taken away Burke. Burke and Wilcox, the deep pairing here, missing Kim on the way by, and that'll go the length of the ice for an icing. I want to thank our great sponsors here on the SHL Network: CCTY Bearing, OPRF Hockey, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, Cognitive College Advising, GBN Hockey, Carmel Hockey, and Brink Personalized Nutrition. 13:22 left here in the first period, 0-0 our score. Live from the Edge in Bensonville, our final quarterfinal matchup, just 4 minutes in. Rubin takes this puck, he throws it off the board. Dahlke racing to try to beat it before it gets to the end line. Good pass, shoots, scores! Casey Miller takes the pass in the slot and buries it through the 5-hole of Janonikas. It's 1-0 GBN.
Miller gets on the score sheet as the goal scorer, but that play is all Matt Dahlke. He beats his man wide, collects the puck, and makes a gorgeous pass right back to Miller in the slot.
Don't forget about the pass by Rubin in his own zone off the boards. Perfect distance to Dahlke. He drops it to Miller, who gets the goal. The importance of a guy like Andrew Rubin leading the rush from the back end scene right away. Here's Sullivan trying to respond for Loyola. That shot high and wide over the glove. Comes to Corneliuson. Shot, big save by Billis. Here's a shot well wide by Purcell. Followed up by Music. Brings it in front, taken away Eisenstark. He throws it into the bench. Played by a high stick, and we do get the whistle. I thought it went to the bench. It was heck of hand-eye coordination for Joseph Cusick not to let that go to the bench, but instead it's going to cost him, as it's going to come outside the neutral zone. It's going to come all the way back into the Loyola end. GBN bench was pointing that way, certainly. That puck going all the way down. Braun wins a race. Sullivan gets checked hard. Slovis trying to set the tone for GBN tonight. That's something we did not see a couple of weeks ago when these two teams met, as Andrews bowls over Charlie Callipy. GBN clearly trying to establish a little bit of physical play here early on. And an offside play by GBN. Draw to come outside the zone. Face-off draw back into the Loyola zone. Back to play it is Cole Music. He'll chip the puck up and get it out. Daniel Wilcox, the big sturdy defenseman for the Spartans, whiffs on that pass, skating wide. Looking for some help, skates all the way around is Will Schreiber. Go back in the corner, Dylan Kana. Back to the point. Here's a shot deflected in front, still rolling, stuck under the pad, and Loyola scores! Wow. And it's 1-1.
A big equalizer, the puck bouncing around in the slot, finally banged home by the Ramblers. That'll draw even at 1. An ugly, ugly goal, but it doesn't matter. That is exactly what the Ramblers needed. 11:36 mark. It looked like the puck was just hanging loose behind the GBN netminder, and a few yellow sweaters snuck back behind enemy lines and banged it home.
And it was...
I wasn't able to tell who put it in.
Liam McClemens gets credit for the goal. Okay. Will Schreiber and Cole Music get the assists. So 1-1, just a couple of minutes into the game. Ovanian tries to chase this puck down. He'll drop it deep, give Kim a chance on the forecheck. Clark Johnson does a nice job steering him off the puck. Sam Levin, unable to play that puck. GBN able to carry the puck in. Out with it comes Loyola. Knocked down by Eisenstark. He's checked by Cerveri. Cerveri able to throw that puck in deep, just over center ice. GBN looking to push the pace here a little bit. Eisenstark, cross ice Burke. He'll wind up, shoot, blocked by Purcell. And chipped out into the neutral zone. Eisenstuck to play it. He goes around one. He'll send it off the stick. That goes all the way deep. GBN will get 5 fresh bodies on the ice. Calling for it is Fitzsimmons quickly. He chips it in on Billis. Now Wilcox. And Rubin chips it out towards Dahlke. Dahlke with Callipy. He stops, and that puck chipped into the bench. And an offensive zone draw coming for GBN.
Loyola trying to say that it went out on account of Matt Dahlke. Trying to get that face-off zone out of, trying to get that face-off draw outside of the Loyola zone. It won't happen. They're keeping it in.
Best lobbying ever there from Loyola.
Yeah.
Not to be. Rubin and Joseph Walker on the face-off draw. Stalemate, eventually taken away by Music. Now Ryan Cowan plays it around to McEwen. Snap stick. Some more lumber on the ice. Wilcox will drop this puck in deep, give Dahlke and Rubin a chance. That puck rides the rails. Dahlke able to win the battle over in the corner, at least initially. He fights off Music. Him and Miller get caught up together. Hardesty trying to keep it in at the blue line. He can't. Missed opportunity there for GBN, and offside's going to be the call.
What a back and forth game. Both teams playing with ton of speed and energy.
So far, though, this is a much better pace that favors GBN to this point. A little bit more open, more up and down the ice. If you're Loyola, they're looking to, if you watched our game earlier, play a little bit tighter, a little bit more like the way GVS played against Vider. The more open this game, the more it'll benefit GBN. Stark knocks that puck into the zone. Here's Braden Roy. Roy really a spark plug for this Spartan team. Guy that makes them go in a lot of ways. Sharp angle shot, fought off by Nikas. Now Levin turns, looks. He'll shoot on net. Sticked aside by Nikas. Taken out by Sullivan. On comes Braun. Braun will drop the puck in deep. 3-4 checkers heading in for Loyola. Cusick gets, and Farrell gets crushed by Sullivan, and that's more of what we saw in those SHL playoffs. This puck tossed in deep and will make it for an icing.
It's exactly what these Loyola forwards need to do. They need to get it in the defenders of GBN's head that they will be in the neighborhood, make them move quickly.
We saw that have an effect in that playoff series as they started to play more and more physical.
It has an immense effect. Teams like GBN, they rely on their mobile defenders to begin breakouts, to be two-way in the transition game. If you can get them in their heads a little bit.
Braun with a nice play into the slot. He's got space, shoots, just misses. He had a lot of space. Top right shelf, wasn't able to bury it with 8:47 left here in the first period.
If you can get in the defensemen's heads a little bit, it really opens up possibilities for you offensively.
Taylor, the first 3 quarterfinal games, all 3 of those games, the first 7-8 minutes of that game really were played pretty tightly. Not a lot of action, not a lot of scoring chances. This game has been the complete opposite. This has been end-to-end action through the first 9 minutes. Both these teams not waiting at all to try to get the scoring going. Here's a shot by Schreiber. Goes over the crossbar. Kim near side board tries to hit it out. He does. Sam Levin giving chase. That puck missing everything and will go the length of the ice for an icing. No icing. Wow. GBN bench incredulous at the no icing call. Here's Purcell knocked down in front. Ovanian takes it away. If they hurry, they can have a 3-on-2. Ovanian has Levin and Kim. He skates wide, backhanded shot. Goes across the crease. Wilcox fouls it up from his defensive spot below the goal. He'll go in behind Nikas. Tries to get it out in front to Kim. Backhand deflected and played out. On comes Schreiber. Now he'll drop the puck in deep. 5 free bodies for Loyola. GBN screaming to go as Loyola a little bit slow in their change. Weren't able to take advantage of it. We're the Spartans. Billis back to play this puck. Hardesty just whacks it. Fitzsimmons was waiting for it along the near side boards. Ovanian checks him, trying to get it in to a streaking Nick Frieda, but intercepted by Sam Levin. Kim skates with him. Levin skates wide. He shoots, sharp angle, off a stick, gets deflected up into the glass. Drop now, Eisenstark, he winds up, shoots, deflected just over the crossbar.
Wow, that took 2 or 3 deflections.
Burke now back at the point, he'll shoot. Kim plays that with a high stick. And played by Loyola, will play on. That's a break for GBN, as Nick Frieda should not have played that puck. GBN not able to take advantage. On comes Loyola. Burke does a nice job of tying up Music as he enters the zone. Now Sasaki trying to win a foot race, beating Cowan, but Cowan corrals the puck. He'll play it up towards the near side boards. Andrews pressuring him there, but played out by Loyola. Andrews fires this towards Nikas. Easy glove save. We'll send it down to Tyler Aki, who's got a report from down on the bench. Tyler, take it away.
Well, I was walking out to the ice with GBN assistant coach Ben Stein, and unprompted, he just said, "I'm nervous." And I was like, "You're nervous? You're not even lacing him up tonight." And he said, 9 years ago to the day when I was playing for GBN, we played against Loyola in the state's quarterfinals. That game went to triple overtime and we won. I know the nerves these kids are going through right now. That early Spartans goal probably alleviated some of them, but that Rambler retaliation probably brought them right back.
That is an outstanding note. Thank you for that, Tyler. 9 years to the day for GBN. Ben Stein, an emotional coach. We've gotten to know Ben pretty well here over the years.
An upstanding young man, Ben
Sure
Stein,
is.
the youngest member of that GBN coaching staff. A former foe of mine here in Illinois high school hockey.
Thank you for that report down the ice. Tyler will be down there all game long trying to gather those little bits of information we can't get from up here.
Nothing but gold from Tyler Hockey Aki.
Taylor has given him that nickname. He is Hockey Aki.
He deserves it.
Joseph Cusick takes this puck. And Wilcox has it disrupted. Here's Corneliuson. He's got space. He shoots over the glove of Billis just a little too high. He had Billis beat. Just had fired that puck a little high.
Yeah, Billis overcompensated and slid too far to the near side post. Had that shot been on net, weak side, it would have gone in.
Now 2-on-1. Braun can't handle that pass. Tries to get it back. Door scores!
I think that was an own goal.
It took a weird deflection right in front of Billis.
He tried to pass that back through the slot, and it looked like it may have hit the skate of a GBN defenseman. We'll see here. But I thought that puck may have bounced in on the foot of a yellow sweater.
It was Braun that just fired it. It hit something as it went towards net and took the worst possible bounce if you're a Spartan faithful. The goal's going to be credited to A.J. Corneliuson.
Talk about a response by these Ramblers. Go down early 1-0. They've powered back with 2. And a huge hit behind the...
Nick Frieda.
Oh my goodness.
GBN now starting to feel those hits. Loyola stepping up the physical play. Roy trying to play with speed. Puts the puck in on Nikas. He fights it off into the corner. Fitzsimmons near side half boards. Him and Pearsall.
The 9:06 p.m. Nick Frieda Express train to Boomtown. My goodness. But we talked about it. If these Loyola forecheckers can keep up the physicality against these GBN defensemen, it's going to make breaking the puck out very difficult.
As good as GBN was moving the puck, which is something Evan Polakitis talked about before the game, as good as they were moving the puck the first 5, 6, 7 minutes, last 5 minutes or so really been controlled now by Loyola, starting to get back to that pace we talked about that certainly favors the Ramblers. Slovis tries to throw his body around. Wilcox able to keep it in at the point. Goes straight to Music. Played back, kept in at the point. A shot, Billis. Stuff attempt. And Billis won't let that by. 4:46 left here in the first period. 2-1 Loyola. Face-off draw to the left of Billis. It'll be Walker v. Andrews. Walker wins it. Back to the point. Here's a shot deflected a couple of times. Eventually wide. Eisenstark in the corner. He's turned off the puck. Now Walker not able to keep it in. Played out by Eisenstark. Gets it up to Matz. Eisenstark tries to whack that puck forward. Can't. Joseph Walker instead. Eisenstark doing a great job getting back. Checking off the puck as he entered the zone by Walker. Sasaki with some speed near side boards. Will toss that puck in deep. Go to work in behind Nikas. Kicks it on to Matz. Gets it back to Sasaki. Side of the net, Andrews just a half a step away from getting that puck. Collected by Matz. He whiffs on the shot and forced out by the Ramblers. Eisenstark sends this puck into the seats.
Tried to put a little too much sauce on that pass, and it pops out of play. 2 minutes delay a game if this was the NHL. It's not. So the Loyola Ramblers do not need to worry about being a man down. The only rule here in AAA level at this age, not in high school, not in state, not in the Scholastic Hockey League, of which, of course, both these teams are members of. Regardless of the outcome of this game, all 4 of the teams moving into the semifinal in the state of Illinois are clubs belonging to the Scholastic Hockey League.
Stepping in front of this one, here's Kim. He gets tripped as he had a breakaway. We're going to have a penalty. Yep. Will it be a penalty shot?
No, absolutely not. But it will be a penalty.
Kim had a step.
Of course, the player in on the breakaway must be in a shooting motion in on net and be tripped or hooked for it to be a penalty shot.
I don't know. He looked like he was winding up from a shot from before center ice. It's like, in the NBA when you get fouled, the guy just kind of chucks it up from half court. Exactly. So, Joseph Music, the guilty party, back to the power play for GBN. Swinged across Eisenstark. Hardesty gets it near side point. Has Ruben backdoor. That pass a little too hot and heavy. Fitzsimmons going to be able to clear. Leading up the rush now, Hardesty. Eisenstark has that puck roll off his stick, so he'll just drop it deep. He'll send the big body of Wilcox in to try to make something happen. Hardesty not able to keep that in at the point. Back out into the neutral zone. Minute 25 left on the power play for the Spartans. On comes Hardesty. He skates, he stops, drops to Dalkey. Dalkey plays on Wilcox. Wilcox has the puck taken off his stick by Clark Johnson. Now 4 bodies come together in a scrum behind the net. Now 5 bodies trying to dig it out. Finally, it's Ruben that digs it out, gets it back to the point. Eisenstark cross ice Hardesty. Now Dalkey. He drops it deep, trying to clear it. Hardesty keeps it in at the point. Cross ice Eisenstark. He looks for a shot. Good stick from Frida. Deflects that puck up into the netting with 46 seconds left on the power play for GBN.
A lot of hockey coaches at a high level here in the stands, also known as mom and dad, shouting to shoot on the power play. We've been hearing it almost since the initial puck drop here in the first period. Not the right time to shoot. Don't listen
to mom and dad, at least in this context. No. In this context, maybe don't listen to them.
Right. Listen to them otherwise. But when mom is screaming, shoot, maybe don't listen.
Here comes Roy. Offsides is GBN. 30 seconds remaining on the power play. And a mental mistake there by the Spartans. .206 to go in the first period. 2-1 Loyola. The more this game grinds away at this pace, the more it favors Loyola. He's talked about it a couple times now. GBN would like to see this game open up. A little more space on the ice, a little more speed. Loyola would like to keep GBN out of the middle of the ice as much as they possibly can. And cleared again with 20 seconds to go on the power play. Slovis will try to lead one more rush here with the man advantage, but not a whole lot going for GBN. Wilcox takes it in himself. All the way deep, tries to get it in front. Roy couldn't have it in a shooting motion.
It's the right area to put that puck.
Now Roy gets the puck back, 5 seconds, tries to draw it. Good move, shoots. Big save by Nikas.
Wow, Roy doing a nice job of walking around one Rambler defender.
Now Ovanian didn't have anybody on the backside. Berg keeps it in. He'll shoot, gets a deflection. Ovanian side of the net, backhand shot off the mark. Andrews checks. And McEwen gets the puck. He'll carry it across center ice and dump it deep. McEwen now trying to waste some time while his teammates change, and he wins the puck back. It was 1-on-3, and he somehow got the puck back between the GBN defenders, waiting for it back at the point. Purcell will drop it back behind Cerveri. Now side of the net, comes away. Ovanian's just going to whack that puck down the ice, and that's going to be an icing. I want to thank our great sponsors here on the SHL Network: CCTY Bearing, OPRF Hockey, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, Cognitive College Advising, GBN Hockey, Carmel Hockey, and Brink Personalized Nutrition. Brink is personalized nutrition for teen athletes. Brink offers nutrition-designed food and beverages for performance advantage. Check them out and get started at www.getbrink.co. 49 to go here in the first period. 2-1 Loyola leads. Winner of this game heads to the Final Four, which will happen right here at the Edge in Bensonville, Sunday afternoon and evening, the 15th of March. We'll have it for you right here on the SHL Network. Cornelison hands Purcell a shot. Billis just calmly blockers that one away. Levin chips the puck out. Back out into the neutral zone comes Frida Matz. He gets whacked as he chipped the puck into the Loyola zone. Sasaki will try to get something done on the forecheck. Levin keeps it in for the moment. Finally forced out by Sullivan. Off the boards to Braun. Back skating Farrell. He ties up the stick, comes back to Purcell. A shot deflected. Oh, just missing it back door. Another attempt. Side of the net by Sullivan. Couldn't get a shot off. And that's the end of the first period. So after one, Loyola leads 2-1 in a period that started off hot for GBN. Loyola really dominated the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, they did. They've been outplaying the Spartans towards the end of that period, but both teams really exchanging blows, physicality, goal-scoring chances. This has been an awesome game so far. We knew it was going to be great heading in. We've not been disappointed.
We'll take a quick timeout, come back with second period action in just a moment on your home for SHL Hockey YouTube Live. Stepbrother. Back. Welcome back, second period action here. 2-1 Loyola leads. We're going to send it down to Tyler Aki, who was in the huddle between periods.
Well, despite one team having a lead, the message in both huddles was pretty urgent. On one side, Loyola was saying, these guys can't hang with us. Go out there, step on their throats right now. Meanwhile, on the other side for GBN, the Spartans are saying, listen, there is no time after this. We have no time to lose. The time is now if we're going to go and make a little run here in the playoffs.
Urgency on both sides. Clearly the message. Here comes Rubin going around one. Tries to pass it back door. Had Levin waiting. Couldn't get him the puck. Now on comes McEwen. Hardesty has to recover. Coming through the slot. Swept away by Hardesty. Back the other way comes Dahlke with some speed. He gets big check as he enters the zone from Cole Music. Comes out Hardesty, winds up, shoots, deflected in front, never got all the way through. Hardesty can't keep it in, that's offside.
He had to play that was the smart call. There were two yellow sweaters encroaching real fast. He couldn't leave it alone. He had to touch that puck. He knew it would be offsides. He's not happy about it. But Hardesty made the right call there, or he could have found himself in some serious trouble.
Dalkey and Music with the big collision there. Face-off draw won by Loyola. Corneliuson tries to toss it into the GBN zone. Instead, GBN tossing the puck in on Nikas. One of the things Coach Polokidas talked about before the game too was going harder to the net. Now things are starting to get a little bit easy here for Nikas and net. Starting to see shots from distance from the outside. Not a lot of traffic in front. Not a lot of driving towards the net like they did in the first 6 or 7 minutes.
No, absolutely. And if you can move your forwards up, bring the F3 a little closer to the net and try to tighten it up, it will start to unfold positively. You'll have the defenseman with more room and space. You'll see pucks start to move back to your D for slap shots from far out.
Eisenstark's gamble nearly costs him. He's able to recover. Clark Johnson takes it away for Loyola. Over 11 knocks the puck away. Trying to take it as Slovis, still stuck at center ice. Finally pried free. Slovis gets the puck on Braden Roy. Roy skates wide. He shoots off the back of the net. 11 tried to corral. Now Roy tries to throw it out in front. Slovis was waiting for it in the high slot. Couldn't get it to him.
Wow.
And that puck goes off the ceiling. And
off the glass, off the ceiling.
Should come back out into the Loyola zone.
May have bounced off the ice, bounced back over the wall, gone out into the parking lot. That had some oomph behind it.
15:30 left in the second. Just getting started in game 2 of our doubleheader here tonight. One more team will punch their ticket to the semifinal. Shot on goal by Levin. Fought off by Nikas. Hardesty can't keep that puck in. So New Trier, Barrington, and Glenbrook South already through. One of these 2 teams will join them as the last semifinal contestant. Frida takes a hit behind. Wilcox settles things down. He'll fire the puck off the boards. Kim carries it out now to Ovanian. Has his stick lifted. Tries to get it on to Levin. Ryan Boersma plays the puck at the blue line. Now across ice, Purcell. He goes around Kim. Fired in deep. Billis will play on to Hardesty. Hardesty up ice, just out of the reach of Sam Levin, and that's going to be an icing. I want to thank our great sponsors here on the SHL Network: CCTY Bearing, OPRF Hockey, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, Cognitive College Advising, GBN Hockey, Carmel Hockey, and Brink Personalized Nutrition. Thank you for being with us live from the Edge Ice Arena in Bensonville for the AHAI State Quarterfinals. Our 7th sponsor is AHAI. We thank them for putting us out for this quarterfinal and semifinal broadcasts. Great partnership we've had with them. A lot of help. All the folks over at AHAI, Gretchen Kochny being our main point of contact.
Jim
Marketing
LeClaire.
Director, Jim LeClaire, exactly. Great help to us. We're very happy they trust us with this product here tonight. We hope we bring you a good one. Here as we move along, sharp angle shot, back of the net. Now being pushed against the net as Dalkey comes free. Miller back to the point. Here's Farrell. He shoots. Still loose in the crease. Trying to stuff it home as Dalkey. That puck is still loose side of the net. No whistle. Rubin collects it. Gets it back to Farrell. Farrell looks. Blocked by Braun. Now a foot race as Sullivan's trying to win it. Billis instead plays it up the boards. Gets it to Dalkey. Dalkey gets it on to Miller. Miller trying to get it into Rubin, fouled up by Farrell. He misses the puck. 2-on-1 coming for Loyola. Cornelius and Sullivan might be a 3-on-1. Shot just wide of the far post. Billis came out and challenged that. Just missing the far post was Braun.
He tried to tuck that low, strong side.
On comes Eisenstark. He skates wide, shoots over the glove of Nikas. Now McEwen plays it out. Corneliuson drops the puck in deep. He'll go for a change, so will Sullivan. Wilcox to play it. Plays it up, gets it out of the zone. Matz tries to play it, deflected into the Loyola bench, and that'll be a neutral zone face-off.
Just a flurry of activity back and forth. The 200-foot hockey game is exactly what I know we signed up for, the fans signed up for, you at home listening signed up for. Just an exciting hockey game so far.
13-17 left here in the second period. 2-1 Loyola. That was the score that we ended the first period with. No score yet here in the second. Sasaki tries to play it around, kept in at the point by Joseph Cusick, at least for the moment, until cleared. Wilcox doing his best Messi impersonation, kicks that to his stick. Coming back the other way, McEwen. Andrews takes it over there. He'll try to get across center ice, drop that puck in deep. They'll give Mats a chance on the forecheck. Spun around the boards, kept in by Hardesty. He tries to send it towards net. The stick of Joseph Walker steered that wide. Now Mats behind the net. Steered off by Clark Johnson. Away with it comes Joseph Walker. Wilcox comes up, gambles, and loses. Fortunate that Mats was there to back check. And a pile of GBN bodies as Wilcox and Mats were sitting on each other in the neutral zone. Saw plenty of that from St. Viator earlier tonight.
We did. Running into teammates has not been friendly to those in white sweaters tonight. Almost like you're
blending in with the ice,
yeah.
Exactly. Played up the near side boards, kept in. Schreiber tries to play on, ridden down to the ice is Wilcox. Schreiber shoots, big save, Billis. And Sasaki able to clear. GBN
DJ LeVar furious on the Loyola bench. That absolutely could have been a tripping call.
Dropped by Purcell, back at the point, a shot deflected just wide of the net. Billis scrambling in his net, loose in front. Billis is down and out, finally able to get back to his feet and clear the zone. Levin drops the puck deep. He chases his own dump, tries to create an opportunity. That goes over the glove of Schreiber, back into the neutral zone to Eisenstark. He plays it back to Purcell in the Loyola zone, and everybody resets. Frida and Boersma come on the ice. Loose through the neutral zone, finally picked up by Fitzsimmons. He'll fire the puck in behind. Billis plays the puck around, past the stick of Burke. Now Frida's going to be able to play it. Good stick from Burke on to Levin. He's able to clear the zone. Back to Burke, he'll go Eisenstark. Eisenstark goes around Frida, tries to stretch pass to Roy. Good stick at the blue line by Cowan. Slovis plays 11 off the boards. Good to Roy, just out of the reach of his stick. In comes Cowan, he'll drop it deep. Loyola gets 4 new bodies on the ice. Burke back to play it. High off the boards. Kept in at the point by Cowan. Sullivan clears space, cross ice. Good stick by Burke, not let Corneliuson have the puck far side circle. Shot on net, wide of the net. Eisenstark tries to clear it. Takes it, a Loyola bounce, knocked down in front. Corneliuson back door! Had a wide open far post. No one from Loyola could get on the other end of it. The deflection will eliminate any chance at icing. Everett Levin tries to create an opportunity back the other way for GBN. Down in the neutral zone, Rubin tosses it back in, gives Dahlke a chance. We saw Dahlke had a great first couple of shifts. Haven't seen as much from him since.
There's not a call coming there.
Backhanded shot, still loose under Nikas. He'll fall on it. And then GBN with an offensive zone draw to come.
Dahlke goes right over to the officials. He's pleading for a high sticking call. So I believe it's the stick of John Sullivan that came up pretty high and got him right in the shoulder neck area. The officials electing to keep the whistle in their pockets. We'll have a face-off draw in Rambler territory.
Here's a shot. Nikas gives up a good rebound. Dahlke follows, puck loose, trying to force it in. They score! Before the goal came off its posts. And GBN ties it 2-2.
All 5 yellow sweaters head over to talk to the referee that pointed it for the goal. But just pure chaos.
And it was just like a rugby scrum that they were able to push it over the line. It was loose. Dahlke took the initial shot.
It was bouncing around John Nikas.
And credit to the referee who moved around the net, side of the net. That is a fantastic call, as it looked like that goal did go in before anybody.
And you're seeing about 30 GBN students go right behind the glass of John Nikas. I have no doubt that they will start banging on the glass, making noise, chanting, trying to get in the head of Nikas. Just like
in big games,
that
Taylor,
hideously yellowed hockey team in Nashville, Crawford, Crawford.
In big games, Taylor, the top players show up. So far tonight, 2 goals for GBN, 2 points for Matt Dahlke. He got the goal there. And a great sign if you're a GBN Spartan faithful.
I mean, how often is he all over the score sheet of GBN hockey games? One of the best players in state. We got to see him at the All-State game, just an elite talent here in the state of Illinois. And he's fun to watch. I mean, we talk about him every time we get to watch him play.
What a great GBN showing here. A lot of fans. See some players, too, from the JV team showing up as well. Clearly excited for their Spartans for a chance to get revenge here from those SHL playoffs. Under 9 to go, second period. Back and forth we go. Played by Cornelius and far side half boards. Sullivan swings it across, wide open Braun. He shoots, deflects back door. Now Rubin gonna clear it. And Taylor, in fairness, and we can have choice words about officiating, but ton of credit to the referee who positioned himself around that net, saw that puck go in before that net came off, and it was all due to positioning, good training, that he was able to get the goal call, something we didn't see in that SHL Game 3 that really cost Viator early on. The referee out of position didn't see the goal called. It was waved off, and it really cost Viator.
You've already had some stern glare sent my way tonight on officiating, and poor officiating at that with that St. Viator game we had earlier here tonight, so I will refrain from commenting too much. But I
gotta give them
agree.
credit when they do it right.
This officiating crew has been great tonight, no question there.
That shot from Levin, Ovanian with space, shoots, he scores! Jonathan Ovanian makes it 3-2 GBN.
And just like that, GBN's on top. John Ovanian curls off the near side half wall and follows the face-off circle paint. Walks himself about 12 feet into the slot, nobody there to challenge him, and he just fires one home. Low glove side, beating John Nikas at the 8:08 mark of the second. 2 goals in quick succession for the GBN Spartans.
And Eisenstark gets the assist as he did the dirty work to set up Ovanian. He kept it in at the point. Ovanian skated into the slot, had a ton of room between the circles, and he beat Nikas glove side, bottom half of the zone. Now it's important to see how Loyola responds. They got the 2 goals to take the lead in the first period. Now GBN in quick succession gets the 2 goals to take the lead right back. 3-2 our score. Just 7 minutes remain here in the second period. A shot from Eisenstark, well wide. Farrell fouls it up far point. He'll drop it back deep. Miller gets it out in front. Shot from Ovanian. Dahlke fouls it up, and they score again! Andrew Rubin makes it 4-2 GBN.
Oh my goodness.
And if you're head coach DJ Laval, it might not be a bad time for a timeout, because it's everything going GBN's way at the moment.
Well, I'd be surprised, in fact, if they didn't call one here. The wheels have fallen off the bus the last 4 minutes. Oh my goodness, Rubin, right spot, right time.
It was a great pass from behind by Miller. Got it to Rubin, who put it onto Dahlke, and finally Rubin, who buried it in behind Jano Nikas to make it 4-2. Dahlke with an assist, his 3rd point of the night. Rubin with the goal, his 1st point of the night. Timeout Loyola is exactly what we got out of it.
Rubin knows where to be. He has a great sense of offensive zone. He's very aware of when to help out his defensemen, when to help out his wingers. And he encroaches upon that net at exactly the right time.
So Loyola just trying to regroup here. The last 3 minutes or so have just been a buzzsaw. And this is what GBN talked about. You couldn't be more clear about it before the game. If you're Evan Polakidis, they've got to go hard to the net. How have they scored these last 2 goals?
Yep.
They've been hard at the net, really charging towards Nikas, causing chaos. When they were playing from the outside, taking shots from distance, didn't work out well. We're going to send it down to Tyler Aki, who was in the middle of that Loyola huddle.
Coach LeVar's message there in that last timeout was, all right, guys, let's relax. They got 3 quick ones on us right there, but there's still a lot of game left in this one. Another point of that, on top of that was, let's get the puck moving too, get it off the boards. That's where we're going to have our most success and try to get back in an offensive rhythm.
Clearly, Loyola just trying to steady themselves at this point. DJ LeVar, just such a calming presence behind the bench. Here's a shot from Braun. Goes well wide. It's not in DJ LeVar's DNA to panic. One of the more calmer coaches behind the bench. Rarely get much of a yell out of him mid-game. Trying to be that steadying force for his team.
Absolutely. DJ LeVar has been the head coach of that Loyola program with plenty of success for years. Great coach, great program director. He knows what's at stake here. And that timeout, taking it exactly the right time to get his guys cooled down, try to get those wheels back on the bus.
Wilcox fires this behind. Braden Roy to play it. His own near side half boards, gets checked as he gets rid of it. Slovis slows that puck down. Melvin tries to fire it in here. Slovis, shot from Roy. Rebound right out in front. Another shot fought off by Nikas.
A great save by Nikas. He shoves that right leg pad out just in time.
As that puck comes bounding up into the stands.
Wow. A few young ladies right down in the first row. I believe one of which is the wife of GBN head coach Evan Polakidis.
It sure was. She was quick to get out of the way.
Yeah. She moved fast. That puck
headed right for her.
Well, now I want to see a 3-cone drill. Get her at the combine.
Braden Roy fires that towards net. Levin kind of trips himself over the Loyola net. Cleared out. Played by Cerveri, now Walker. He skates wide around Eisenstark, in on Billis. Billis still has the puck loose, can't clear it. Following it up, it's Cole Music. Now in the corner, Billis is still down and out. They throw a puck at him, finally able to collect his stick, get back to his feet. Seen that a couple of times from Billis. GBN bench imploring to skate, get the puck up. That's a good job by Slovis, gets the puck deep. Braden Roy on the forecheck. He looks, gets steered off the puck by Cowan, having his stick held, no call there. He skates, tries to get towards the front of the net, gets steered off. You can hear from behind the GBN bench screaming, go get him. GBN, similar to what Loyola was trying to do in that first period when DJ LeVar was imploring his team to step on their throats. I think GBN feels the same thing here. Feels like they can get one more with the amount of momentum they've got going their way and open up a 3-goal lead here in the second period.
Momentum is absolutely right. My goodness, did it shift after they tied 2-2. Scored 2 more in quick succession. GBN needs to keep their foot on the gas. If you're Loyola, you really need to slow things down here.
Nick Frieda looking to be that spark plug for Loyola. Not able to get that puck as he enters the zone. Wilcox past Sasaki. Andrews putting a little pressure, helps get the puck deep. I don't think that was his intention. RC gets the puck. Goes away in the neutral zone. Owen Boersma. Boersma back for Loyola, an important piece. Missed a few months with an injury. Now back healthy. That was the goal, to get him back healthy by state playoff time. They've got him. An important piece for Loyola. They were missing for a good chunk of the season. Hard to see, tries to keep it in. He gambles, Sullivan beats him, but a good back check by Andrews. slows the play down. Sullivan gets the puck back, calling for it. It's Corneliuson, never got it to him. Now it's Cusick. Hands off to Braun, who stops. He's got space, winds up, shoots. Blocker save. Again, Braun shoots. Saved by Billis, and he falls on it. Sam Billis being tested, and he's passing the test thus far.
I believe it was Charlie Callipy at the point who faked the slap shot. Forcing the GBN forward to bite and able to open up a shooting lane for himself.
Nick Braun's going to remember that opportunity. He had a ton of space.
Nick Braun,
skating up the slot. Comes back, here's a deflection. Deflects wide. Corneliuson back to the point, Purcell. Purcell shoots, deflects, loose in front. Braun turns, shoots, wide. Sullivan follows it up. Still loose, trying to get it out in front. Finally, Billis snags that out of midair. And halts
Billis
play.
had enough. He gloved that and walked away from his crease. I think some of the officials didn't realize where the puck was, so they were still looking around the crease. Billis had to flash his glove to show them that he had it before they blew the puck or blew the whistle dead.
Now played in behind. Frida tries to chase it down. Levin instead gets to it first. Ovanian tries to clear it, kept in by Callipy. Cross-ice Purcell. He'll shoot, deflected, never got all the way through. Billis swats it aside. Ovanian finally comes away with it, and he'll chip it out of the zone. 3:33 left in the second. 4-2 GBN. Billis gloves that and takes a whistle.
It's a quick whistle at that, too. Well, the last few shifts, we've seen some commotion right around the immediate vicinity of Billis and the GBN goal mouth. The Rambler forwards circling like vultures. Just trying to poke and prod, see if they can get one of those garbage goals. Draw back within one.
Comes to Fitzsimmons. He has his stick knocked as he tried to throw the puck towards net. Gets it right back, throws it in behind the goal of Billis. Spun around, rides the rails, and gets past Cowan. Loyola trying to push back here a little bit, had a little bit of possession here the last 3 or 4 minutes. Fitzsimmons drops the puck deep, takes a sharp bounce out. Billis swats it aside, fouled up by Schreiber. Dylan Canna on the ice as well, but Clark Johnson has to retreat back in his own zone to collect that puck. Comes free as Liam McClemens, one of the 2 goal scorers for Loyola, chips that puck deep, trying to chase it down. Clark Johnson sends it opposite corner. Hardesty throws up to Roy, just misses Johnson, doesn't quite make the distance for icing. Played around to Joseph Cusick. McClemens tries to play that. Slovis checks him off the puck. Eisenstark sends that puck in deep, no icing. Levin ties up the stick in behind Nikas. Comes around to McClemens, who misses the stick of Schreiber. Eisenstark back in his zone to get the puck. Braden Roy gonna put on a check. He does. Check Cusick into the boards. And a big hit is Slovis. That's the 3rd or 4th time we've seen Slovis really try to make his physical presence felt. Not the biggest player on the ice, but he's trying to be some of that physicality that GBN's been missing in some of these games versus Loyola.
Yeah, they have. We know that Loyola's had plenty of it. GBN trying to give a little bit back. Again, in terms of the physicality and the scoring chances, has really been an exciting game. Both teams trading punches. Obviously, Loyola has had 3 unanswered rung up on him. Not what you want to see if you're a Rambler faithful. Of course, exactly what you need if you're cheering on the green and white.
1:20 to go here in the second period. Hardesty gets the puck. Now Cerveri behind. Big hit in the corner. Some gasps from the crowd. Here's Cusick, shoots. Steered wide by Rubin. Followed up by Purcell. McEwen tries to get it back around to Purcell. Instead, it's Eisenstark who chips the puck out. 52 seconds remaining in the second period. 4-2 GBN. Loyola beats Stevenson 5-3. Talk about a tough first state game. Loyola and Stevenson had to play each other.
Yeah, I mean, wow.
Loyola won 5-3, but that's about as tough as you'll get for a first playoff game in the AHAI State playoffs.
No kidding. We had 8 of the top 10 teams advance to the quarterfinals. The highest ranked team out was Stevenson, number 6 in the state of Illinois, coming into the tournament. So an early exit at the hand of these Ramblers, who really, as of the last month and a half,
the distance for icing, and much to the displeasure of GBN. I want to thank our great sponsors here on the SHL Network: CCTY Bearing, OPRF Hockey, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, Cognitive College Advising, GBN Hockey, Carmel Hockey, and Brink Personalized Nutrition. 42.4 remaining in the second, in a period dominated by the Spartans. 3 goals to their name, none to Loyola thus far. With the waning moments of this period as Levin tries to add to that total here. Clark Johnson back to play the puck, steers it into the neutral zone, chipped along by Sullivan. Corneliuson follows it up, able to keep it in on the clearance attempt. Sullivan gets checked by Slovis. Ovanian whacks at the puck, not able to clear it. Wilcox takes a hit from Sullivan, but plays on. Now Stuck trying to get it out good. Stick by Hardesty to deflect that puck away. As waiting for it was Clark Johnson. He would have had a little bit of space to get a shot off. 6 seconds to go in the period. Puck played in deep. Wilcox will tie it up, and that will be the end of the second. After 2 periods, GBN leading 4-2, and one of the best periods we've seen GBN play all season long.
Yeah, absolutely. Starting with that Ovanian goal as he curled off the half wall. That injected major life into that GBN bench, then scoring 2 more quick ones. Turning a 2-1 Loyola lead into a 4-2 Spartan lead. Just an unbelievably exciting period. Exactly what I was hoping for in this matchup, I'll tell you.
Big third period coming up in just a couple of minutes. We'll step aside, take a timeout, catch our breath, let the ice clean. Come back with third period action in just a couple of minutes right here on your home for SHL Network Hockey, YouTube Live. Welcome back live to the Edge Ice Arena in Bensenville. 4-2 GBN leads heading into the third period. Loyola going to have to find at least 2 third period goals to force overtime. For more on that, we're going to send it down to ice level where Tyler Aki's standing by with Loyola head coach DJ LeVar.
All right, Coach, so they got 3 in a row on you in about 2 minutes of play. What went wrong during that stretch for your guys?
A couple of turnovers. I think we just got outworked. It's not. They just outworked us, plain and simple. And it wasn't a really good second period for us. But it's why you play 3 periods. We got 17 more minutes left to finish this game, and we'll see what I think. We'll see what we're made of right now. It's the seniors, 10 of them are. This is their time to shine, right? And they scored 3 last period. No reason why we can't. That's the way we're looking.
So you've had your backs up against the wall against these guys before.
Yep.
What allowed you in previous trips to kind of channel that inner greatness and get over the hump?
I think it's just work, right? I think it's if it's a different environment. We beat them twice a month ago, right? So we knew they would be coming out full blown, and they did, and but we it's like anything. We got through the second period without giving up any more goals. We leaked a little oil, but we're still going, and that's all you can ask. We're still going.
All right, Coach. Best of luck.
Thank you.
I think DJ LeVar put it best. They were leaking oil, but they stopped the leak. They had gave up those 3 goals in about a 3-minute span.
Yeah.
It could have gotten worse, and they stopped it there. They kept themselves in the game.
I was gonna say that is perfect. What a way to sum that up. Leaking oil. You can say they were bleeding. They stopped bleeding a little bit, sutured up the cut. But DJ LeVar, man, just always a great interview. He knows his stuff. Fantastic coach. He's been around the game forever. And we love his honesty here on the SHL Network. He's always great to get on the microphone, so thanks to DJ LeVar. Of course, opposite him, another one of the great coaches in the state of Illinois, Evan Polis.
What a matchup behind the bench tonight.
It really is.
So Loyola's got 17 minutes, third period, to extend their season. Already the highest seed left to play. Loyola had a tough start to the season. First couple of months really struggled. All in all, a 25-31 record on the season. Not the standard that you're used to by Loyola Gold, but really turned it on the last couple of weeks in the season. Really capped off that turnaround by that performance in the SHL playoffs. Here's a shot just over the crossbar from Corneliuson. Followed up with a shot, goes off the netting. Sharp angle, still trying to stuff it home as Loyola not able to bury it. And cleared out by GBN out into the neutral zone. Calpe drops it in deep. Sandwiched by Wilcox and Miller was Braun. Back comes Dahlke with speed. He's looking for more. Puck deflected up high up into the air. I think it hit the roof. It did. So we'll have an offensive zone draw for GBN. That's a break for GBN as Loyola was about to clear that puck. I think it just did graze the roof.
Yeah. A little bit of a puck luck there, if you will, but Loyola already bringing back a little bit of that physicality we saw in the first period here in the third. It did disappear somewhat in the second. We saw GBN's transition game take full effect as they buried 3 unanswered here in the second.
Now puck in behind Nikas. Stark takes this puck, plays up Levin, chips it along, gets it in deep. Cowan chips it along near side. Halfport's trying to keep it in at the point. Was Burke. He gambled. He lost. Walker plays on. Roy back in support. He'll be able to clear it. Good keep as this is going to come all the way back into Billis. It's interesting, Taylor. You don't often hear words said by coaches before games really pan out, but one thing that's really sticks out to me so far tonight is what GBN head coach Evan Polke said. They needed to go harder to the net. They needed to go harder in the offensive zone.
They are driving possession to the front.
And not just that, the 2 most important times that they had to do it, they got dirty goals in front. Here's Kim with a great stick. He's got a breakaway. He's headed in on net. Shoots off the post.
Oh my gosh.
Alex Kim with an outstanding shot, hit the inside of the post, somehow didn't go in. He thought
he had Nikas beat. He rang iron.
And he thought it might have gone in anyways.
I mean, honestly, I thought that may have hit the underside crossbar. I'm not exactly sure it didn't.
I think that's what Kim was arguing. I think he thought that actually did go in and hit the pipe out. Let's see.
I mean,
we'll play on. Hard
Max,
to tell.
I think that hit the inside crossbar.
Here's a sharp angle shot. We'll try to take another look at it as soon as we get a dead puck. As we got some action here as Wilcox shoves it off the net.
Sadly, there's no instant replay booth in Toronto for us. This doesn't get changed.
Hard to tell.
Yeah, it really is. I'm pretty sure that was a goal.
If only YouTube had slow motion. Jimmy, were you able to get a slow-mo replay of that by chance? That breakaway shot? We'll see if Jimmy can get one. We'll try to cue that up later. That one's off the post. Here's another look at the breakaway. Jimmy slowing it down for us.
Loyola may have gotten away with it.
It is tough to tell. I don't know, Jimmy, what do you say? Did that go in? Oh, we get the 50-50. Even Jimmy can't tell.
Come on, Jimmy, don't be neutral.
What a moment there for Loyola. Either depends how you look at it, a break for Loyola or a bad break for GBN. Either way, it keeps Loyola in this game. 3-goal margin here in the third period. Be a mighty tall order for the Ramblers.
All right, we're continuing to watch it up here in the broadcast booth. At this point, I'm about 85 or 90% certain Kim scored a goal there.
Rarely are players wrong. You saw Kim immediately.
He celebrated right away.
And he pointed at the referee like that was in.
And the referee waved it.
We'll play on. We'll have to play the rest of this third period. I'd love to hear from what Kim saw in that because I don't think we're ever going to see an angle that'll tell us definitively. Either way, GBN's going to stay up 4-2. Jaden Andrews here with the offensive zone draw. Now Jimmy giving the thumbs up. He thinks it went in.
I'm with Jimmy.
He's got a super slow-mo look at it now. He gave me the little grin and the thumbs up like that went in. So a break for Loyola, and we'll play on. Andrews plays. He shoots up into the glove of Nikas. He'll squeeze it with 13:53 left in the third period. So what can Loyola do with a break like that? Could have been down 3 goals. Instead, they stay down 2. Can they take advantage of the break? That's the key here. Can they keep their energy up, try to find one here? And if they can get this to a 1-goal margin, at any point here in the third period, it's anybody's game. Face-off draw. Kim tries to blitz on that one. Not able to get to it. Hardesty takes it at the red line. Drops it in deep. Taken away by Cole Music. Now rink wide to Boersma. He skates, he shoots into the belly of Billis.
A little bit lower, and that may have snuck in 5-hole.
.38 left in the third, 4-2. GBN looking to take on GBS in the state semifinals. The winner of this game will have that. Skating Slovis. Now Ruben drops it deep in behind. Slovis battles. AJ Corneliuson comes to help, throws it off the glass, and you can see both GBN defensemen quick to retreat, not taking any chances. Wilcox and Hardesty. Been a little bit different too. We've seen a lot of that pairing tonight, and we've seen Burke alongside Eisenstark. Seen some a little bit different looks on the back ends working out so far. Deflected just wide. The shot of Joseph Music. And a deflection in front. Stepped in by Braun. He keeps it in at least for the moment. Tripped up and cleared by GBN. Purcell back to play it. And Cusick tries to drop it deep. It would have been offsides as GBN bench calling for it, and they get it. Now here's a chance, Levin breakaway, shoots, big save, Nikas, it's still loose. I think it Snuck under his legs, and now a defenseman without a stick. That's Callipy. Loyola going to try to get the puck out of the zone. They will. Back the other way comes Walker, 2-on-1. Shoots. Big save, Billis. Puck still loose out in front. Mad scramble and a whistle.
Early.
Loyola faithful not happy about that quick whistle.
I'm not so sure the Loyola faithful can be unhappy about that one. This game probably should be 5-2. I mean, I'll say it. That was a goal. It should be 5-2.
Once Jimmy the Wiz gives me the
thumbs
smile
up.
and
Yeah,
the thumbs up,
Yeah.
I'm going to take his word for it. I don't usually argue with Jimmy.
The tech wizard. No, never argue with Jimmy. Not good for your health.
Dahlke trying to race in on Nikas. He gets steered off the puck. Could have been interference. Tried to sell it. Not going to get an Oscar for that acting job. Wilcox fires it off the glass. Dahlke tried to knock it free onto his stick. Comes to Ruben. Ruben between his legs. Backhand deflected in front. Still loose.
Ruben, what an unbelievable piece of play there. Toe drag through his own legs. Draws the defender over. Tries to center it. We'll get a
Taylor,
bat pushed off his horns, but Ruben, oh my goodness.
Compare and contrast the Andrew Ruben we saw in that SHL Game 3 with the Ruben we're seeing tonight with his legs underneath him. It's a completely different player.
Oh, yeah, no question. I mean, he has the hockey sense. He knows his positioning. He knows where he's supposed to be. He always has a head for the puck. But, man, his feet are underneath him. You said it. He has his hands back. He is flying.
He's winning draws. He's
Oh,
creating
my
opportunities.
goodness.
He's got a goal. This is a different GBN team when they have Andrew Ruben in the lineup.
He's just immensely talented and a wonderful young man.
I think here's a chance for Eisenstark, puts it in front, scores! Deflection backdoor, it's 5-2 GBN.
I think that went off the skate of a Loyola defenseman. It wasn't a shot on goal, it was a pass. Pass into the slot. That's the second GBN goal.
Getting another look at it now.
Pass through the slot.
It was Hardesty that fired it towards the front. Taylor, you nailed it. It is off the skate
I thought so.
of, I think it's Kevin Purcell.
Oh,
It is Kevin Purcell.
And nothing that young man could have done. He was tying up his man, and it just hit his skate blade and beat John Nikas. Oh.
So 2 unassisted on the goal. 11:35 to go. Puck played back by Billis, and we get a whistle. So 5-2, 11:27 left to go. Can Loyola find a way? They've been their backs against the wall before.
So we're at the 11:20 mark of the third. We're going to get a penalty?
Not sure what with that whistle was for.
Interference.
Yeah, actually, Nikas had been off the ice for quite a bit. Hadn't
Wow, we
noticed
missed
it.
something way behind the play.
Had to have been. So that's exactly what GBN couldn't afford and exactly what Loyola was looking for. Something to get them going. It's going to be on Mats.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Here we go in the corner.
Yep.
It was Mats.
Yeah.
With the trip, I guess. Interference. Take your
Interference.
pick on what you want to call there. Now, well, if you're Loyola, this is a must-score penalty.
Must score is absolutely right. This puck needs to be in the back of the net.
And Slovis able to clear it.
And look at this. They're not Dahlke late to join the forecheck. All three, Ben Stein, head coach Evan Polakidis. And in the middle, I can't tell who that is, but all three of them pointed, go, 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 forecheck, get in the zone, go.
Pressure. Slovis now shorthanded opportunity. He'll shoot. Big save by Nikas. Chance out in front, Dahlke. Oh, he loses the puck as he went towards Nikas. 2 grade A shorthanded opportunities for GBN. They can't cash in. Back the other way comes Braun. Wilcox steps in the way. He's trying to clear it. Good stick lift from Sullivan. On to Braun. Shot from Cowan. And the stick of Billis sends that one up into the netting.
Some iffy play in the defensive zone on the power play breakout. John Nikas coming up big for the Ramblers there. Very well, could have been another goal on the board for the Spartans.
Defensive zone draw here. Minute 12 left on the power play for Loyola. 10:26 in the game. Puck comes loose right in front of Billis. Swept away by Hardesty. He tries to clear it. Clark Johnson can't keep it in at the point. Vanian forces it out. Pops out to Ruben. Ruben, he's just going to send it in deep with less than a minute left on the power play for Loyola. John Sullivan. Dropped in deep by Cerveri. Eisenstark winds up, takes a big whack at that. He clears the zone. And again, 4 bodies in the neutral zone for GBN. They're trying to clog things up, not let anything easy through the middle. Cerveri not able to handle. On to Corneliuson. Hardesty takes a whack at it. Corneliuson keeps it in. Cross ice, Clark Johnson. He's got room. Back up top, Music shoots, deflected over the net.
Wow.
And pumped right back out in front.
Hardesty almost just deflected the puck into his own net. Trying to get a stick on it. The lone defenseman in front of the net almost popped it up to his own top shelf.
10 seconds to go. On the power play, dropped it in 5 seconds, trying to get one more opportunity. Hardesty whacks it high off the boards, trying to get it out, kept in by Purcell. Crazy deflection. Very nearly in on Billis. I don't even think he saw it. Levin tries to hit it out. Andrews forces it out. He might be off to the races. Oh, good stick. Callipy. Andrews and Levin would have had a 2-on-1, now 3-on-2. GBN drops to Sasaki. He shoots, deflected in front. Somehow, Yano Nikas tracked it. 8:54 left in the third period.
Jaden Andrews on the redirect attempt there in the slot. Got a good amount of stick on it too. That was well on net. Great redirection. Better save by Nikas.
Eisenstark plays on. Sends the puck past Andrews. Purcell surveys. He'll lead the rush up for the Ramblers, the captain in maroon and gold. Sends the puck deep. Around the other side is Nick Frieda, never gets to him. Levin can't field that puck. Comes to Fitzsimmons. He throws it in front of the net, couldn't get a deflection from Frieda.
Head coach Evan Poulikitis losing his mind on the GBN bench. He wants his forward to stay up and challenge the defenseman. Instead, they're dropping back a little deep into their own zone.
Giving him space to build up speed.
Exactly. Then they've given the defenseman belonging to Loyola a lot of time to work up top.
8 minutes to go in the third period.
You saw him just pull off all 3 of his forwards. He's telling them now, stay up on the defenseman. Don't let them set up at the point.
Corneliuson comes in with speed. Wilcox tries to cut him off. He loses his edge, takes Corneliuson down with him. Dalkey takes a hit up high. Braun eventually pops out. Ruben, far side half boards. Can't, does it, able to clear it. It goes past Cusick, down onto Miller, gets it into Dalkey. Dalkey shoots, big save, Nikas.
Oh my gosh, Nikas didn't realize he'd saved it, and the referee blew the whistle dead.
Nearly trickled in.
And Nikas spun around real quick and launched the puck into his own goal mouth, but the whistle had been blown dead. He didn't realize he'd saved it. I wonder if we can get an instant replay of just that little segment there. My goodness.
Let's see, Jimmy the Wiz ordering it up.
Gosh.
Taylor, you order it. Oh my word. 7:30 to go. Yano Nikas saying a prayer, I'm sure, is that somehow he got a break there. That's the big one here is Cerveri's going to have to come and take this draw against Ruben. Ruben ties up eventually. Puck comes loose. Wilcox gambles. Able to keep it in. Ruben takes a big whack. Cole Music steps in instead. That was McEwen who was trying to catch one at the blue line. Hardesty steps in front of the puck at the far side circle. Not able to get it out. Kept in by Music. Played off the boards. Miller able to clear.
We are at the 7-minute mark of the third. enough time to mount a comeback, but has to start soon for the Ramblers.
Offside the call. The winner of this game plays GBS, and if it's GBM that's able to hold on. Taylor, I'm not here to say that I think we can get a sellout here for the Edge in Bensonville
you're right.
for a semifinal game, but it's going to be darn close.
Yep.
It's going to be a wild atmosphere should GBN hold on.
GBN, GBS.
We've seen those matchups around Thanksgiving time, the best environments that we do broadcasts for all season long, and we may get the opportunity to have that in the state semifinals. But a lot of work still left to do. 6:45 to go. GBN's got to keep playing. They can't think about that game yet. Corneliuson cross ice. He shoots into the glove of Billis. A little bit of a bobble, but he'll just take a face-off draw.
Billis not so confident on that save. It seemed to flub down out of his glove, pop back up. A little shaky there. Getting a couple stick taps on his pads. Hey, come on, let's go, stay in it.
Billis making the saves he needs to tonight.
Yep,
He's been solid in net.
We didn't get to see him much. You talked about it earlier, Max. He only played 9 games in the SHL regular season. Performed admirably, 6 wins, 3 losses, a .935 save percentage in those 9 games. But Matt Carr, one of the best goaltenders in the state, saw the vast majority of the SHL action for the Spartans.
Evan Polke is not afraid to play who he feels
is hot.
No doubt about it. Now chance in front. Braun drags around one defender. He retreats, finally shoots on net. Pops loose right in front of Billis. Finally a sprawling effort from Levin to make sure that puck gets out. Now Braun shoots off the post. And he slams his stick down on the ice. On comes Slovis. Braden Roy winds up, sharp angle off the post. It was a deflection. That very nearly made it a 4-goal GBN lead.
It's a symphony of iron here in the third, my gosh.
Can't forget about that goal, not goal, on the breakaway by Kim.
It was a goal.
You're standing by it. I respect that.
Yeah, I mean, I saw,
again, I usually react to the way the player reacts. Usually that's a pretty good indication. Kim reacted like he scored a goal. Dalkey ties up the stick of Cusick behind the goal.
I questioned the
Cusick
wave
comes away
off
with it.
when it happened, but we got that replay going thanks to Jimmy and his tech wizardry. It was...
Ruben is going to take an icing here.
Ruben takes an icing.
No,
Ruben
they
takes
wave
a
it.
Big
They
body
wave
by
it.
Boersma, too.
Should have been an icing. Didn't get it. Callipy plays on past the stick of Frida.
That's a good stretch pass.
Frida in a battle in the corner. Hardesty gets it out in front for Cowan. He'll shoot, deflected well wide. Hardesty takes a whack at that puck, gets it on to Dalkey. Dalkey going to try to chip it past Cowan, but good play by Cowan. Not to give the dangerous forward in white a chance. Frida skates wide, he'll shoot. And a blocker save over his goal by Billis. Levin will just chip the puck out. 4 minutes remaining here in the third. We'll keep an eye. It was last night when St. Ignatius head coach Matt Smith was uber aggressive. Down 4 goals, pulled the goalie with about 6 minutes to go.
Yeah.
We'll see if.
I was going to say high 5 minutes.
As I say that, Nika starts to head towards the bench. Now heads back.
He's watching him. I mean, they're going to tell him. They're shouting down to him right now. They're going to send Charlie Callipy over there to
Giving
tell
him some
him.
instructions.
Yep, exactly.
5-2 the score.
I mean,
3:49 remaining.
They're in the O-zone right now. If Walker wins this draw for the Ramblers, I think he's coming off right away. You can see he's perched in it like almost a racer start.
He's about halfway to the bench now.
Yep.
Waiting, and now there he goes.
There he goes, yep.
6
Loyola
attackers on the
possession.
ice for Loyola. A sharp angle shot deflected just wide. That 6th attacker wasn't able to get into the play. Now O'Banion with some space. Can he get the empty netter? He shoots, knocked down by Braun. He saved an empty net goal.
Big glove save by Braun.
Good call by Taylor doing his best play-by-play impersonation. Don't worry, we'll talk about that after the game. Kicked on by Cerveri. Sharp angle. Following it up was Walker. Now a shot from Calby. Kick save and a beauty by Kim. Here's an empty net opportunity, and Levin buries it. 6-2, GBN leads with 3 minutes to go, and they are on their way to the Final Four.
Yep.
Where GBS awaits.
Not a 4-goal lead, not coming back from that. And the heads are hung low on the Rambler bench.
GBN, I mean, talk about the second period when you needed the best second period you've played all season. They got it to make it 4-2. They've played really well here in the third period. Under 3 minutes to go.
Just a few short weeks ago, we saw these same Spartans heartbroken. Game 3 SHL semifinal to these very Ramblers.
They had 3 weeks off between that last SHL round 1 game and their first game the other night against York.
Right.
They had a lot of time to think about that game lead that they had. They gave up.
Did. Fast forward to tonight.
Certainly feel like they've gotten their revenge.
Yeah, they absolutely have. In the single elimination, the tournament that really, really matters the most in the state of Illinois.
I can't say it enough, Taylor. When GBN started going hard to the net, the game changed. And it was exactly what Evan Polakidis asked his team to do. They went hard to the net, and it paid off. That's what they needed to do in the SHL final, or in the playoffs. They didn't do it. They did it here tonight, and they're up 6-2.
Yep, they dictated pace by driving possession, and they got shots on net. They got bodies to the net. They crashed, they burned, they banged. They got a couple ugly goals. It doesn't matter. Scoreboard reads GBN on top.
It really started in the first period. While Loyola had a much better first period, guys like Charlie Slovis came out and tried to hit. There's Charlie Slovis again checking Fitzsimmons.
No, I mean,
they wanted to be more physical.
Oh my goodness.
Hardesty's down.
Drilled behind the play by Nick Frieda. He's down in some serious discomfort. And there's a few GBN players who are coming over trying to get a piece of Nick Frieda, who will head to the box. He just leveled Hardesty behind the play.
And that would be a massive loss if he's seriously injured.
I don't think there's a penalty here. Nick Frieda went over to the penalty box to take a seat, and the officials pulled him out of it. He assumed he got a penalty. Obviously we haven't gotten a replay of the hit yet, but
Hardesty.
It looked like he put a big body check on Hardesty. Hardesty had turned sideways, so it was from a somewhat of an unsuspecting angle, but
yeah, it looks pretty, I don't know, looks like a pretty clean hit, to be honest with you.
I'm kind of with you. I mean, we're somewhat obstructed by.
He had just played the puck, hit him in front, and it's just kind of an awkward
just
angle.
A very awkward angle. He went in sideways. Ben Stein, 2 athletic trainers out there with him. Dalkey down on one knee, team captain. So just a scary piece of play there. You hope Hardesty's okay.
So he's still down on the ice. We'll keep you updated. On his knees, kind of can't quite tell what's wrong with him at the moment. His helmet did come off. You always worry about the head, but we'll wait to see. Now he starts to get to his feet, or at least rises up a little bit.
I mean, I can promise you, at minimum, he had the wind knocked right out of him.
Evan Polakidis furious that no penalty called.
Hardesty's up on his feet, chatting with Ben Stein. He's okay. Good. Glad to see it. A huge hit.
They're going to take him off the ice up 6-2.
I mean, there's no reason to keep him in this game. Get him to the locker room. Get him checked out. And as he skates off the ice, he waves goodbye to the Loyola Rambler bench.
I think these teams, these two teams want to rub it in a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
Now if you're GBN, you just want to get out of this game. You're up 6-2. You're going to play on the semifinals. I know you might feel a little upset that Frida took a run at one of your skaters, but you got to keep your head about you and don't do anything silly. That could cost you next game. 1:55 to go here in the third. O'Banion tossed out of the face-off dot. Levin wins it anyways. Wilcox winds up, takes a big whack at that, goes up into the netting. So an offensive zone draw coming for Loyola.
Nick Frieda's been a freight train all night for the Ramblers. A couple huge hits.
Between him and Sullivan, they really set the physical tempo for this Rambler team. The reason they upset GBN just a couple of weeks ago, but that physical play a little too late. As the freight train that is the GBN Spartans really took over in that second period. That'll be an icing. We'll give our sponsors one last shout out here. I want to thank CCTY Bearing, OPRF Hockey, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, Cognitive College Advising, GBN Hockey, Carmel Hockey, and Brink Personalized Nutrition. 1:33 left in the third period. Come right back here 10 days from tonight, Sunday the 15th, semifinal weekend. We'll have for you the boys combined varsity. Those games will be in the morning. And then the red varsity games in the evening. Frida mixing it up.
Getting in on the action again. They're going to take him.
I think it'd probably be best for everybody if he just gets off the ice at this point. Tension's high. Now Wilcox pointing out the score to Nick Frida in case he didn't know it.
It looked like the officials pointed for coincidentals. I'm surprised they're not just going to send both the young men off the ice.
Now,
minute and 22 left in a 6-2 game.
I think telling his team exactly what I said about a minute ago, which was knock it off.
Yeah, get out of here.
We're going to win this game. We have bigger things to play for. A silly penalty is not worth it. Let's get out of this game as Frida now heads to the box.
The GBN fans here certainly happy that number 59 in yellow has found his way to the bench in the penalty box.
So coincidentals as Matt heads to the box. Interestingly, the only two penalties of the game for GBN both go against Mats. Only one power play on the game for Loyola. GBN one short. Ovanian jumps on the ice.
That's the second time we've seen that in the last few minutes. Hey, coach, we're forgetting center.
Ovanian jumps right off the bench into the face-off dot and wins the draw. How about that?
I think he jumped onto the ice to take the last draw, but was kicked out of it too. So, Ovanian, knowing you're supposed to be out there, pal.
Andrews deflects that puck down. It's going to be an icing. 1 minute, well, I should say 1 minute and 1 second to go. So New Trier will play.
Oh my gosh.
New Trier will play Barrington.
Yep.
And GBN will play GBS. I believe the New Trier Barrington game will be first. I'll have to double check that. That game, I believe, will be at 4:40 on Sunday the 15th, followed by the nightcap. Let me see if I can confirm that for you here, folks, as we're under 45 seconds to go. No, in fact, it will be the Glenbrook North, Glenbrook South game will be first, and the New Trier Barrington game will be second. So 7 p.m. start for the New Trier game, 4:40 p.m. start for the GBN GBS game. That should be some environment we'll have here at the Edge Ice Arena in Bensenville. 20 seconds to go. Schreiber going to give it one last go for Loyola. Sasaki takes it. He'll take a shot on Nikas. Under 10 to go. GBN can feel it. Get ready, folks. GBN, GBS coming your way for the semifinals. One of those two teams is going to go on to state in just a couple of weeks. What a second period for GBN to turn this game around. And they'll meet GBS on the 15th. Taylor, you can't say enough about the way this team responded. Got in the dirty areas, didn't get turned down. By the way, Loyola picked up the physical play in the second half of that first period, responded in that third period with the best period of the
what
season.
They did was they weathered the storm. They knew it was coming, they handled it, they jumped back out, tied the game, and they really took over from there.
So both teams, despite a testy game, will shake hands here at the end of it, a good tradition. Because at the end of the day, these guys, many of them have played against each other for years. Hardesty now back on the ice to shake hands. We hope he's okay. That's a defensive cog GBN cannot afford to lose for any extended period of time.
He looks to be moving around all right, but man, did Frida give him a good old bell ringing.
So we're going to send it down to Tyler Aki here in a moment. He's going to try to, I think we're going to try to catch Matt Dahlke as he comes off the ice. GBN celebrating as they come off. So much respect between these two coaching staffs. Played against each other for so long. That's just about it for the quarterfinals. We're going to try to get Dahlke here for just a minute after the play. Yeah, there's Tyler Aki skating over with him now as we speak. Dahlke in a couple last words before he stands with our Tyler Aki, and we'll send it down to him right now.
All right, Matt Dahlke, a goal and 2 assists. There was that point in that second period where you guys had 3 unanswered right in a row in about 2 minutes. You score 1 and you assist on 1. What flipped in that little stretch?
I think it was the first goal more than anything. I think that was after they went up 2-1, was it? And we were just told the guys, like, we're getting a little frustrated. We're like, trust the process, just keep grinding. Once we get 1, we're going to get rolling. That's exactly what we did. Right as soon as we tied it up, we knew we were going to get rolling even more.
This Loyola team, they knock you out of the SHL playoffs, and then you get your revenge here. How sweet is that feeling to have on this kind of level?
Oh, it's amazing. You know, I mean, SHL, it's big, but this is what we love. This is what we think about all year. And I think SHL getting knocked out was definitely a wake-up call. And so we came to this game knowing that they're a good team and they can give us a lot of trouble. So we said, you know, don't look over anything. Just focus on this game. Don't think about who won South Viator. Think about us, and that's what we did, and it worked.
All right, well, you do have Glenbrook South coming up next, and that's going to be another rivalry game in this arena. I mean, what do you guys need to do to pull out another victory over South?
I think first of all, it's a big game to go into. You know, we went into the South game this year, and there was a lot of nerves, and that wasn't even a playoff game. But this is going to be as big or bigger, so we just gotta get rid of the nerves real quick and know that if we stick to our game, we'll be more than all right.
All right, Matt Dahlke, a goal and 2 assists. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Tyler. Very well spoken, Matt Dahlke, team captain for GBN. And we said it earlier in the broadcast, in the biggest games, the biggest players showed up, and that happened tonight with Matt Dahlke. Big thank you to our great crew here from the Edge Ice Arena in Bensonville. Jules stepping in on the camera tonight. We appreciate her help. Tyler Aki bringing you all the great sound down on the ice, the interviews. Of course, Jimmy the Wiz Olsen on the board as well. For my color man, Taylor Ramold, I am Max Anderson. Thank you for joining us, and we'll talk to you again in just 10 days for semifinal hockey. Thank you for watching SHL Network Hockey on YouTube Live.